getting kidnapped, blindfolded. You got a ride. You told me come dressed in gear, like
ready to go, right?
What's up? Yeah, what you got?
When I was coming up late 1998, early 2000, this was tag team, man. To me, they were the scariest, biggest, toughest I've ever seen.
Yes, SAT?
Not quite. And I said to myself, I need a tag team partner. I need somebody who's still a man in this business of boys. I need a man who's a man of his word. Somebody who's a tag team specialist. A man that when he goes in there, people fear that and you, Steve Mack, are that guy.
How much money are we talking?
You say, let's drop some. Let's go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a first round match in the Si Dao Tag Team Tournament.
Looks like the tag, but didn't. Deep arm drag there, holding on to it. WJAPW and ROH veteran.
You know what that means? I have all kinds of accolades that you don't even know about, sorry.
Just get out of the way. Oh, power slam. Caught. Oh. Looking for the forearm here.
All we know is poor intern Lucas.
Oh, wait a minute. Turning Mike Law inside out is Monsta Mack. What was that all about?
Colossal Mike Law, sweet, naive Mike Law. You might think you're the heart and soul of Catalyst Wrestling, but you're certainly not the brains. Because why you would think that Homicide's right-hand man would help you out is beyond reproach.
Steve Mack, over 16 plus years that I have grown to know who you are. You and I came from the same exact area, tough streets of Brooklyn. We knew exactly what it was to starve. We knew exactly what it was to never have anything handed to us, to fight and claw for each and everything that has been given or we have taken.
It's like I said right after I hit Mike Law with that clothesline from Compton. Blood is always going to be thicker than water. You keep filling my wallets with money, and I'll keep filling the ring with blood, and we're going to be good.
Now that's entertainment.
Harry Trujanian, I don't know how much money you gave Mack for that, but I will tell you this. Tonight, you and I, Steve Mack, will sell this once and for all. I will make sure that you, Harry Trujanian, and the rest of this company realize I am the original, and that I, Colossal Mike Law, am forever the guy at Catalyst Wrestling. Mike Law. I've known you since you were a punk, snot-nosed teen. And I've always liked you, honestly, because for a little guy, you showed a lot of heart. But you see, when I came to Catalyst, it was because you invited me. You acted like you were the boss. You were respectful to me because of all my accomplishments. But the thing is, there's nothing that you have done to surpass me. I am the indie legend, the Northeast icon, Steve Monsta Mack. What do you think? You think you're gonna come in here and act like you're big time? You think you're big time? You're gonna die big time. And I promise you this, you won't even see the flash when the clothesline hits you, son. I'm gonna enjoy that money and watch you die.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Catalyst Wrestling. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment, Harry Trujanian. Oh, Mike Law coming out early here.
There you go. That's the heart of Catalyst Wrestling, apparently. No class. Not even waiting for the bell to start the match.
Monsta Mack and Mike Law facing off here. And we know this has gotten vicious. This has gotten personal here. When last time we saw these guys, these athletes, it was Monsta Mack turning disgracefully on Mike Law in the $20,000 tag team tournament. Mike Law here in the early going, you can tell he's pissed, Harry.
Well, listen, he could be upset all he wants, but, you know, Monsta Mack made a better decision, just a better business decision, that's all.
Better business decision indeed, as he was paid off by you to screw Mike Law.
I pay off, that's a very You got to be careful with the things you say, Steven. That's a heavy allegation there. I didn't pay off anyone to do anything. Okay, I'm a promoter. I'm an owner. I pay wrestlers all the time. Maybe I was giving him his Christmas bonus early.
Went for the chop there was Mack, but couldn't. And Mike Law again back with the fury of fists. Unbridled passion and energy here. Missing was Law. Oh, and the splash from the 275-pound Monsta Mack, followed up by that bulldog punishing Law.
The reality maybe is that Monsta Mack, and he said it, he felt disrespected by Mike Law's lack of courtesy, the assumption that he was doing him a favor by bringing him into Catalyst Wrestling. Monsta Mack has a tremendous resume, 20 years plus, numerous companies, numerous championships. He doesn't need the charity from someone like Mike Law.
What he does need is the full 4 count here, using everything just shy of referee Nick Shin's instructions here.
It's smart. Take it if you can get it.
Oh, and the only 2-time Catalyst Wrestling Sapphire Television champion, Mike Law, looking to even the score here. Oh, but sent flying, cover 1, 2. By that belly-to-belly overhead suplex.
And that intensity got the best of Mike because he wasn't thinking properly. It's not the best strategy to try to out-muscle somebody who has a tremendous size advantage, the man the size of Monsta Mack.
Driving that elbow into the spine of Mike Law while torquing the neck, putting so much pressure on that lower back. But if anyone has been watching Catalyst Wrestling since its inception, they know that Mike Law never says die. He never gives up. He's considered by many, myself included, as the heart of Catalyst Wrestling.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, even though it's wrong. Ooh, look at that vicious
elbow.
From Monsta Mack. And Monsta Mack is somebody who, if you find yourself in the wrong position, he can just continue to punish you. And that's exactly what I mean. Look at those, the chops. The number of people who have been on the receiving end of those massive chops from Monsta Mack in his 20-plus years in this business.
Both of these men no stranger to each other, having traveled roads together, as Mike Law looking to get Monsta Mack up with a suplex, couldn't counter. Now Mack up, driving Mike Law's back into that top turnbuckle, writhing in pain.
And this is what I mean when I talk about, hey, he might have a lot of heart, but he doesn't have a lot of brains. The strategy is wrong for someone like Colossal Mike Law to try to out.
The strategy was fantastic, Harry. He brought in a tag team specialist to help him out in the $20,000 tournament, but the only thing that the strategy didn't account for was you paying him off.
I didn't pay him off. Okay, maybe he got a performance bonus. You don't know.
Oh, and now ripping at the fingers, the digits, and back to the lower back, systematically taking apart the nervous system of Mike Law.
And you can see Monsta Mack talking trash, expressing he's the one who helped train Mike Law, helped show him the ropes, lead him in the locker room when he was a rookie. But that doesn't mean that Monsta Mack is done in this business.
You gonna disrespect me?
Talking about disrespect, saying Mike Law disrespected him, but the disrespectful chops there. Referee Nick Shin asking Mike Law if he wants to stop it. That's never gonna happen. Fighting back, pummeling Mack with those fists. Oh. And now picking up Mack and the torque, the massive arms of Mack with the bear hug here. Oh, but Mike Law biting the head of Monsta Mack, creating that separation. One good turn deserves another.
The heart of Catalyst, but not the class.
There's a motherfucker who's bigger than you suplexing you, bitch.
Now suplexing. What is Mike Law? He got him up and over.
Are you kidding me? But look at what it took out of Mike Law. I mean, it definitely had an impact on Monsta Mack, but Mike Law is also
You mock Mike Law constantly. You mock Colossal. Colossal doesn't refer to physical size. It refers to the size of his heart and will. And you saw that on display here, and you're seeing it now, Harry.
He's got a lot of fire, but fire does nothing against a brick wall.
Oh, went for the power bomb there, but you could see both men, fatigue setting in, Russian leg sweep, nailed, floated over, went for the cover, but decided against it here. Springboard moonsault from the second rope, cover, 1, 2.
And again, I mean, Mike Law put everything into that moonsault that he could, but he just didn't have anything left to make a proper cover. And it's going to take a lot to keep someone the size of Monsta Mack down.
Back elbow, though. Equalizing, and again, the punishment that Mike Law has taken here. And now, Monsta Mack from Brett's rope, countered. Didn't get all of it, but just enough. Gets him up. Oh, but again, the fatigue. German suplex. You saw Mike Law was trying to get him up there. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, and just barely Mike Law gets the ropes.
A lucky situation for Mike Law, no doubt, to find himself in a position to land close enough to the ropes where he had to reach for it, because he didn't even have the strength to kick out.
Referee Nick Shin in perfect position to see that. And this match continues thanks to the instinct of Mike Law here. And now fighting back again. We've seen a more aggressive Mike Law here, fighting for survival here. Oh, and another one. Now clasping those hands. Looking to go. Up top, we've seen this before. Oh, the legs giving way, but still gets the tornado DDT. Fatigue be damned here.
Let's see if he can cover.
Has to make the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and just barely getting out was Monsta Mack here.
I mean, all the credit to Mike Law for pulling that maneuver off, but again, just not enough. It's just...
And the only 2-time Sapphire Television champion and the first man to hold any title in this company twice, Mike Law, in position here. Has Mack off balance, gets the double underhook, perhaps looking for that DDT. Can't get it. Mack fighting back here. Oh, right on the chin goes the kick, and now gets the double underhook DDT. That's it. That's got to be it. Mack laid out on the floor, but it's not enough. What's Mike Law doing here?
He's going to the top rope, perhaps realizing he's got to provide a little something extra to try to keep Monsta Mack down, because nothing else has worked. That's the only thing I can think is the logic behind this.
Oh. And now tossed from the top rope. The fatigue, again a factor here, wearing down Mike Law, pummeling that back, affecting the legs of Mike Law here. Now getting Law up. Powerbomb. Oh, brutal. And now Mack stalking Law here. Oh, inside out goes Law, and you can count to 1,000. 1, 2, 3. And Mack, now at the top of the mountain.
A brutalizing victory for Monsta Mack, making Mike Law pay for what he said is disrespect.
I tell you what, did you want a little respect and honor? Here you go, kid.
And look at the class. You want to talk about class? Look at the classlessness
great sign of sportsmanship.
Here.
What a great display. You just don't see that in the business anymore, Steven.
And what is next for the heart and soul of Catalyst Wrestling? Mike Law, this makes me sick.